Hey everyone, and welcome to Hero Talk, where we talk about all things from superhero movies to the superhero TV shows and occasionally some comics. So, my name is Trey Mitchell. I'm your host, and I'm joined here by my two co-hosts, Josh and Chris. And also, I'm joined here by a special guest, Raymond. Raymond, how you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Dope. So yeah, Chris, Josh, how you guys doing too?
I've been good.
Josh, you want to go first? Yeah, he's going first.
Yeah, I've been good.
All right, we are off to a great start. So, the Spider-Man movie title was revealed, and Sony Pictures officially announced that Spider-Man: Homecoming during its presentation at CinemaCon in Las Vegas. So, in addition to the official title card for the 2017 standalone movie, which you can see in the picture we are showing, the presentation also had Tom Holland make a brief appearance just hours after attending the red carpet premiere in Captain America: Civil War, in which he will debut. And then, and as you might have guessed, Homecoming refers to both Peter Parker being in high school as well as the fact that he is now established in the Marvel Cinematic Universe where he belongs. The studio didn't address whether or not Spider-Man: Homecoming will be an adaptation of a comic book story of the same name, but what do you think? And then they also revealed that we had the new logo for Spider-Man: Homecoming. So first things first, Raymond, do you like the title? Do you like the title for this movie?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Personally, at first I was kind of iffy about it, but it grew on me. I think the best part about it is definitely the more comic-y text. It's not like the thing with the Tobey Maguire's franchise, Sam Raimi franchise, and Andrew Garfield's run. The text was very similar, but this is more like comic booky, so it's more fitting for this universe, I guess, the MCU as a whole.
Yeah. What do you think of the name, though?
The name itself, it's different. It's different. It's not just like Spider-Man or The Amazing Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man with like a subtitle.
Yeah.
And it's definitely interesting.
Are you in favor of it, or did you want something else?
I was always kind of a huge fan of Spectacular Spider-Man, and I would have loved that. But I'm in favor of I'm in favor of this one. I like it.
Yeah, and me personally, I'm kind of glad they didn't do Spectacular Spider-Man because the last Spider-Man franchise was Amazing Spider-Man, so people might be like, oh, is that just a continuation? But Josh, you see this and you hear that Spider-Man: Homecoming is the new title. What are your first thoughts, and what are your thoughts now?
My first thoughts were, what is he, saving the prom or something? Like, and I still am like, what is he, saving the prom? Like, I like the Homecoming title. I guess the title kind of plays on, he's finally home. He's finally at the rightful place in Marvel Disney. I don't know. I don't really like it. I don't like the title. I just think they could have come up with anything better. I don't know. Spectacular Spider-Man would have been cool. Even like Revenge of whatever would have been like better. Rise of I don't know.
No.
I just don't like. I don't like Homecoming. I mean, it's creative. It's something I never would have thought they would have gone with.
Is this because you have had bad experiences with Homecoming?
No.
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 Okay.
There's an internal conflict at play here.
Yeah.
No. Schools don't do. My school doesn't do that.
Josh has not found his Gwen Stacy yet, but Chris. So I mean, I asked the other two guys what their opinions are. What are your opinions? Oh wait, no one cares. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Well, I was glad we're starting off with some shade on me. That's lovely. I know you're mad at me because I didn't read the notes before, but I don't care. I really hate what Josh had to say because he's totally. I was gonna say the Homecoming thing with Spider-Man has found his new home with MCU, but and not only did he say it first, but he just totally hates it. So that kind of hurt. But I do, the Homecoming thing. I didn't really care for the title until about a minute ago when I started looking at it, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this means Spider-Man's home. He's got a movie home now for the cinematic universe. He's not going anywhere. Then Josh ruined it.
Yeah,
dick. But concerning, I agree with Raymond. It totally looks like a comic booky little logo, like what you would see on a comic book. I really like it, and I love the little Spider-Man's mask and the O in Homecoming. That's really freaking cool.
I'll be honest, at first I thought that was Venom when I saw it at first. Just because it's like a darker color. I was like, wait, what? That makes no sense.
Maybe it is Venom. We don't know. Excuse me. It's all good.
I think the the picture makes me like it more than just hearing the name. I think the logo makes this. I mean, like, because I don't really like Spider-Man: Homecoming that much. But that being said, I'm glad that it's not sort of like a Spider-Man the final stand, like something where he has to save the whole world. Because I don't like those movies that much anymore. Like I really enjoyed Ant-Man, as Raymond probably knows, because he likes it too. Because it was really like a self-contained story. It was really just about his daughter. And I think Spider-Man: Homecoming. I mean, if that's, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but maybe we think that this is a good title after we see the movie. Maybe like there's like a one-liner that Spider-Man really nails, and that's why Homecoming works. But I don't know. I like the logo more than I like the title, if that makes any sense. But
I agree with you.
yeah, and
it looks cooler on paper. Like when you look at it, it looks cooler.
Yeah, and probably the best part of the logo for me is the Marvel logo above Spider-Man. That means it's going to be safe. So, and it's kind of cool that, I mean, I haven't seen Civil War. None of us here have, but the Spider-Man name is in.
I saw it.
Is in. Okay, wait, you did?
No, I wish.
Okay,
I really
I'm gonna kill you. But the Spider-Man name is in Iron Man's colors. So I don't know.
The thing that probably I like most about the logo itself, I mean, like I said, was the text, but I like how the O is his symbol.
Mm-hmm.
And it just screams like Ultimate Spider-Man to me.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's something that they haven't done. It's definitely more of a comic book feel than the Amazing Spider-Man with really nice text and everything. So, yeah, I mean it's cool. It's not that huge of a deal. I know a lot of people have commented on it. If it's a great movie, no one's gonna care about the title. If it's a bad movie, people aren't gonna care about the title. They'll care about what's in the movie. So anyway, that the movie ends, it's not really about the title. Yeah, so that's basically our thoughts on the Spider-Man Homecoming title and name. But then that wasn't the only Spider-Man news that we have gotten in the last few days. So Academy Award winner, I'm pretty sure he's Academy Award winner, Michael Keaton is in talks to play the villain of Spider-Man Homecoming. And according to Variety, yep, he is an he's an Academy Award nominee. Michael Keaton, remembered by many as The Dark Knight and the two Tim Burton directed Batman films, is currently in very early negotiations to play the villain in the upcoming Spider-Man reboot titled Spider-Man Homecoming. Details on the role in question were not provided, but if a recent rumor is to be believed, he could be in talk to play Adrian Thomas, aka the Vulture. However, there has also been rumors suggesting that the film could utilize multiple villains, so he could possibly turn out to be the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Norman Osborn, Mysterio, Scorpion, or even J. Jonah Jameson. Nothing is confirmed yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But if Keaton does sign on, he'd join a cast headlined by Tom Holland as Peter Parker and Spider-Man, and one that also features his former The Paper co-star Marisa Tomei as Aunt May, and up-and-comer Zendaya as a mysterious character named Michelle. John Watts, who directed Cop Car, is directing with the script from Vacation scribes Francis Valley and Jonathan M. Goldenstein. Principal photography is expected to start shooting this summer. So the hot rumor is he's playing Vulture, and I know that's kind of cool just because of his role in Birdman. So Josh, you saw this. What would you think if you saw Michael Keaton playing any villain or anyone in Spider-Man?
Oh, I love this. Right when I heard Michael Keaton, Batman, might be a Spider-Man villain, that's just great. I love this. I don't care which villain he plays. I don't want him to be Vulture, because I feel like I heard that there was that rumor that Vulture, before the Michael Keaton thing came out, there was a rumor that Vulture was going to be a secondary villain, and there was going to be a bigger villain, so I'd rather not have Michael Keaton play a secondary villain. I'd rather him be a main villain, but I still love it. If Michael Keaton gets cast, I'm going to be really excited, which he most likely will at this point. I'll be so excited. I hope Vulture's cool because of Birdman, so that's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited. No matter what, I'm going to be excited.
Chris, who do you think that Michael Keaton is going to play?
Well, I'm not huge with Spider-Man's rogues. Like, the only ones I really know are the ones that have been in the movies and a few of the Ultimate Spider-Man episodes. Like, Kraven, Mysterio. Like, I don't know a whole lot, but Vulture I know from the Lego Marvel game, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I can. I mean, I'm looking at the little Lego guy on the game, and I'm like, yeah, I could see Michael Keaton being that guy, and it's a little poetic when you think about it. I mean, J.K. Simmons, who was J. Jonah Jameson in the original Spider-Man, leaves to go to play Commissioner Gordon in the DC, and now we have Michael Keaton, who was Batman. DC. Who most likely will be leaving who's most likely going to Marvel. You know what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Does it make any sense? I'm saying it's funny. So if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be really heartbroken.
You switch two great talents to different things, so it's kind of cool.
All right, but point is, Michael Keaton's great overall. I love him in everything he is, from the Batman movies to Birdman to that one Tim Burton movie who has the clown hair, the Beetlejuice. Yeah, I don't like saying his name out loud. See how good that movie is? I don't like saying his name out loud. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love this dude as a freaking actor, man. He's freaking amazing. I really hope he gets this gig, man.
Mm-hmm. And sorry guys, like a bunch of us have coughs this week, so that sucks. But
drink up on your water, man. Hydrate.
I just got over my cough.
Wait, did Chris just say Hydra? Oh, that makes a lot of sense. He was talking about a Nazi logo before the episode started, so that makes a lot of sense. But
unrelated to what we're saying. Thank you, Hail Hydra. But
my bad. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. So yeah, Raymond, like you hear this. First off, I want to ask you, like, if you had to guess right now, who do you think Michael Keaton's playing?
Well, after you said about different characters that he could possibly play, the one that really struck me, because I didn't see the movie Spotlight, but he played, I think, a journalist, head of the journalist firm.
He was great.
I want him to be J. Jonah Jameson now. I feel like that would be such a great role for him to be in.
I mean, can see that.
The idea of him being Adrian Toomes to me is kind of, I don't see it, because I've always seen, I mean, kind of, because Birdman is by far one of my favorite movies. I love that movie just to death, just because me, myself, I love the work of film. So the fact that, I forget the director's name, not on top of my head, that he got
Alejandro something.
Alejandro
Inarritu. The fact that he was able to get that movie in one shot just blew me away, and I just love that part about him. But seeing him play Vulture, it's interesting, because I literally just picture a guy in a green suit with like this white thing around his neck with wings, and then Michael Keaton's face like photoshopped on it.
Do you want to know who would be a great Vulture?
Who?
Gilbert Gottfried.
I can see that.
If it was a comedic movie, yeah, and if he was in like 2 minutes of it, like what Rhino in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, then I say, go for it. But I mean, no.
That could be so funny.
I don't know.
Like, SNL need to do that.
I just see more of like an older, like kind of. I don't know. I don't know a ton of Vulture, but like I see someone not named Michael Keaton. Like if I have no idea. I don't know who I'd cast, but that's not my job. So
I'd rather Michael Keaton play someone like the Chameleon or I don't know Mysterio. I mean.
Yeah. Like I don't.
Excuse me.
Like Chris is. I don't really know a ton of the Spider-Man rogues. I know. I don't think he is Green Goblin in any way, shape, or form. I think that's going to be Matthew McConaughey if they do make that.
I could see that,
but
to a certain degree.
Yeah, I don't think he's an Osborn. I have no idea. I really like Raymond's idea of him being J. Jonah Jameson. I can totally see that. But this report says villain, and J. Jonah Jameson is more of like a
kind of a villain.
He's a friend with benefits, basically.
Oh,
yeah.
So, but not in that way. Like he can help, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, like this guy John Campea always says, it's never bad to add talent to movies, and Michael Keaton's one of the best talents out there. I did see Spotlight twice. I love Spotlight. It's really, really good. He's great in it. he's just a great actor, and he's in a lot of great stuff. So I'm definitely on board with that. And then I want to ask the listeners of this podcast, what villains do you want to see in Spider-Man: Homecoming? So comment down below and let us know what you think of first Michael Keaton being cast, and then who do you want to see as a villain? Maybe Michael Keaton as a villain, or any villain just involved in the movie. So let us know down below, and that would be cool. So next we're going to talk about the brand new Suicide Squad trailer called Blitz. And this trailer, I'm pretty sure it debuted with the MTV Movie Awards, which a total of 4 teenage girls watched. And I did not watch the MTV Movie Awards because, like I said, I'm not a teenage girl. At least I hope not. And I saw it online. Great trailer, at least in my opinion. But Josh keeps saying he thinks it's awful, but he doesn't really think that.
I'm talking about the MTV Movie Awards.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I laughed at that. That shit was funny.
Did you really?
The Rock and Kevin Hart were really funny.
I liked it. I never watched the MTV Awards. I was watching because, I saw the Suicide Squad trailer they put on the DC special with Kevin Smith and Jeff Johns.
So, Chris, you saw the Suicide Squad trailer. What did you think of it?
So there were technically there were kind of 2 trailers. The first one was on the MTV Awards, and then I think they put up one online after that, or somewhere after, or around the same time. I don't know, but the trailer that went online had like way more footage, so that's the one I'm pretty much going to reference here.
Blitz.
Yeah, really, really freaking cool, man. I mean, it didn't top the first one. It's in a tie.
I agree. It's not better. Well, do you? Do you consider
like you don't want to compare them?
Teaser?
You don't want to compare them at all. So I just have to tie them.
Wait,
like that's all I can do.
Let me clarify that though. Do you mean this Comic-Con teaser or the one
that came with the Smith and John special?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So the first one it didn't top either 2 of these because I mean. Whoever's idea was to make these trailers super upbeat and rewatchable is a freaking genius, okay?
Well, it was obviously Batman who did it, but
it was obviously Batman. Come on, I mean, this trailer was so freaking cool, man. We got more shots of the squad. We see more of freaking El Diablo, who I wasn't even thinking about much before anything, and now we start seeing him a little more in this trailer. I'm like, all right, I can't wait to see this guy. Like when him and Will Smith are doing that little thing, like, you want to see something? I'm like, I want to see something. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
I love that. And then, obviously someone's going to mention Harley, so it's not going to be me, but I'll let someone else take care of that when I'm done here.
I'll mention that.
I loved, I like seeing Rick Flag, doing that thing where he's, saying leader of the team. I can't wait to see him up there. Apparently, I mean, I thought we saw Slipknot in in that little town or the little city they were in where all the fiasco is going to be taking place. So obviously he makes it out of the prison because, we were all saying that he was going to die there, like what they did to that one guy in the Sold on Arkham. We're not going to say any spoilers here. Yeah, Jesus, Josh. But you know what I'm saying.
We weren't saying spoilers?
No, I just said we weren't saying spoilers. But yeah, whatever. The point is we know he's making it out of there. And then, Deadshot's good. And we go to the freaking grandest of them all, man, Joker. Jeez, look at Joker. We get to see more of Joker. He's doing his freaking crazy thing, still freaking impressing a lot of people. I can't wait to see him. I love the little shot they did of him where the top right or left of his forehead's a little gashed out, like it got burned or he got hit really hard. And he's throwing a grenade. I don't know what you just said. I'm going to try to ignore it because it might be spoilery.
It's of the freaking trailer.
He was saying the chit chat thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was referencing a comic or something. He's like, man, I'm trying to read my comics.
Okay, well, cool.
All right, yeah, I'm done. But yeah, that's everything was cool in that trailer.
I just thought of this and I don't want to forget about it. So we see the shot of Batman jumping into the water with what looks like a breathing apparatus, but he looks a lot skinnier than Ben Affleck. And
I don't think that's Batman. Like that guy who we saw, looked like he had the face of a vampire. It looked really weird.
Okay, well, Chris just ruined my question, but I was going to say, do you think that's Will Smith's Deadshot in there? Because a lot of people do, and I think that'd be pretty cool.
No, I think Batman uses fear gas.
What?
Like, how Scarecrow has fear gas? I feel like he uses that a little bit or something. I don't know. It's the only thing I thought of. I don't think that's Will Smith, or I don't think that's another character. I just think someone's hallucinating or something.
If someone was hallucinating, they mean Batman would be bigger because that would be more intimidating.
I mean, who knows? Maybe in their head, Vampire Batman's more intimidating.
Okay.
Or whatever it looked like. I mean, I think the cool parts of the trailer was I like seeing Batman. Like, there was one scene where Batman was holding Harley Quinn. What does that mean? Maybe he's taking her to Arkham or Amanda Waller. Who knows?
Or back to the Batcave because he saw the trailer like we did.
I think Joker almost kills
Jesus,
her.
Chris.
And he tries to help. But Raymond, what do you think of this trailer?
I gotta hand it to you. I'm a big fan of Queen. I like the other one a little bit more.
Yeah,
me too.
I've always been a supporter of Jared Leto's Joker from day one, ever since they casted him.
Amen.
And the more footage we get of him, I'm just like, Jesus Christ. If he doesn't, I mean, I'm not gonna bring that part up about Heath Ledger. I don't want to get hate. I can't wait to see him. He's definitely going to be one of my favorite aspects of the movie. And to answer your question about the Batman thing, because I forget his name, the guy who's the son of Scott Eastwood, I think his name is.
Yeah, Scott Eastwood.
A lot of people think he's Dick
Nightwing.
Grayson.
I would like
and that would explain a lot as to why Batman's skinny. I mean,
so are you saying he's in the suit?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
So are you trying to say that Scott Eastwood is in the suit?
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is, like, because people think that Dick Grayson is trying to figure out what's going on with the squad or something like that, and I feel like he's bringing Harley Quinn to Batman or something, posing as Batman. I don't know, like a Dick Grayson inside the Batman suit kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could be cool. But yeah, like Raymond said, Jared Leto's Joker looks awesome, and one thing that came out, I'm not sure how it came out, but apparently Jared Leto sent his co-stars used condoms and anal beads, and also dead rats, or actually live rats. So that is something that Joker would do. Just I'm gonna put that out there.
He method acted into the freaking character hard, man. That's just that was just it. I mean, you guys know about Heath, what he did.
Yeah.
Preparing, locking himself in a hotel for a month.
I
mean,
yeah.
So now Jared's like, all right, I gotta, do something like that. So here comes sending everyone little gifts and all. I mean, we knew about the dead rats and the live rats thing, but this is a new one with the new items, using air quotes there, that he sent them. I guess they weren't allowed to say that for a while, but I want to know. But I mean, the real question I still want to know is were the beads used like I mean, that's no one. They said used condoms and then anal beads. I'm like, well, were they used too? I mean, that would make sense.
Oh my God.
I mean, I want
Chris would ask that.
Chris.
All right, but you guys know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right? I want answers.
I understand you are Doctor Strange, but
maybe we'll get answers in the movie.
We could. You're right.
We don't know what the rating is yet.
It's PG-13.
PG-13.
David Ayer said it's PG-13.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's a really good trailer. What I really like about it is, I mean, I don't know, Josh really loved Batman v Superman. I liked Batman v Superman. I didn't love it. I think there were some problems. And one of the problems with it, honestly, was the lack of humor. I think there could have been a few more moments that, they're not trying to make it a funny movie, but it just kind of lightens the tone a little bit. Because one of my favorite parts of the movie was Lauren Fishburne, actually. I forget the character's name, but he had a few lines.
Perry?
Yeah, Perry White. He had a few lines that were pretty funny, and I mean, I thought that was great. So, really, what I think Suicide Squad is trying to do, and they are doing reshoots, but that was scheduled the whole time. Don't think that they're trying to do it to combat what response Batman v Superman got. But I really like the lighter tone, and not even so much the lighter tone, but the more fun tone. I guess fun is a better word to describe this, because it looks like a very dark movie. It's DC. Dark movies are basically DC, but there's a lot of humor in it too. I mean, probably my favorite line of the movie, besides anything the Joker says, just because I love everything that guy can say. Oh my gosh! But when Harley was asking everyone what they wanted to drink at the very end, and she asks, what's his name?
Diablo?
Yeah, Diablo, what he wants, and then he's like, water, and she's like, that's a good idea. But one thing that I just thought of was, I don't love Margot Robbie's voice of Harley Quinn. Like,
blasphemy.
When
okay.
I like a lot of I don't know if this is gonna make sense, but I like her voice a lot of times when she talks, but then when in those scenes when she's in the bar, it just doesn't sound like her. And then when she gets off of the helicopter after it crashes, I just didn't hear Harley Quinn. It sounded like Margot Robbie, but maybe that's just me.
Yeah,
I mean, you can hear some of Leto in Joker too, but it's just I like what Margot's doing with freaking Harley. That's like one of the characters I'm looking forward to most, man.
Oh, I know.
And it's not because of the partial nudity. All right, everyone, chill.
What?
But I mean, because come on, Harley. You guys already know what I'm talking about. Don't try and get me.
I'm actually not sure what you're talking about, Chris.
Don't even try it.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
All right, sure. But look, I mean, Harley's one of the characters I've been looking forward to most. The first trailer, I was like, oh my god, this is like they're getting her in the voice. I mean, you can still hear Margot is still good though. It's just like she's the character I'm looking forward to most. I don't think people should start throwing in some hate until the movie comes out.
I know. I'm just saying there are a few times that she talks where I don't hear Harley Quinn. That's all I'm saying. A lot of the times I do, but there are a few lines where it just like when I read comics, I hear the the really high pitched Mr. J, like that kind of accent. Yeah, like from the animated series and even the Arkham series had a great voice. So I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't work in this, but all I'm trying to say is there are a few times in the trailer it didn't work for me, but that's it. So if you guys had to choose one part of the trailer that was your highlight, Raymond, what was your highlight of this trailer? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Probably just the thing with these trailers is with the last one that they kept going with the beat of the song, and then with this one with Ballroom Blitz, there were just key moments where it just played perfectly with it. I don't know. I'm big on music and like that they choose like
I
done
agree.
by big.
I really
music
hope
people that they put in trailer. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. So I was gonna say I really hope that they use those songs in the movie, too. And not just the trailers.
Yeah, I do too.
So,
a lot of people are gonna say
Guardians
that
of the Galaxy soundtrack.
yeah, I'm really hoping it's like that. That's a great comparison, Josh. But sorry, Raymond.
It's definitely the Ballroom Blitz part. Just the fact of the beat of the trailer. That first song they used, I wasn't really like the "You Don't Own Me" thing. I felt like that song was literally meant for Harley.
Yeah.
And it was like, eh. But then when it picked up, it was like, yes, this is what I want. Keep going with this.
Yeah.
So
it's just it's great. Like the songs are just chaotic and all over the place, and that's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first trailer with Queen, that was my favorite trailer probably ever. I love that freaking trailer. But so which part did you say was your favorite in the trailer?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, it was that. Just the fact that they
music.
used that song to the beat of the trailer shots and all that.
Okay.
I'm all for production-wise stuff.
Yeah,
but
I like it.
If you're going for like a character or something like that, it's probably where like Joker's any more of that chit-chat's gonna get you hurt. That was probably my favorite part.
Yeah, that's great.
Probably.
Chris, what's your favorite part of the trailer? Besides Harley, that one shot.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I'm on a tie between Joker throwing that grenade and saying bye-bye. I like that little part. And then the other part I like is when Captain Boomerang is holding a lighter and lighting in front of Diablo's face. That shit made me laugh.
That
was cool.
Oh, man, that was freaking too funny. So, yeah, those are my highlights.
Josh, how about you?
My highlights of the trailer was the Batman stuff. Because, honestly, the Suicide Squad trailer, this new trailer, when I first saw it, I was like, the trailer was okay. And then when I saw it again, I was like, oh, it's good, but I still don't think it's... I don't know, it didn't get me more excited for the movie. It just, I kind of thought it was, like, as good as the other one. I felt like it was the exact same trailer. Like, just the music wasn't as good, in my opinion. But I thought the Batman stuff was pretty cool, seeing Harley some more. I didn't really have, like, a favorite moment, because I haven't seen the trailer enough to have a favorite moment. I only saw it, like, twice.
You mean you haven't replayed it 12 times like the rest of us?
Oh, I've seen it more than 12 times.
I saw it once, because I didn't really
That's
like it.
That's it?
Raymond, how many times did you see it?
I like reactions, so a lot.
Yeah.
My man.
I've probably seen it 20 times, to be honest. I love it. But
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I had around the same amount.
Yeah.
I've seen the second Suicide Squad trailer like at least like 100 times.
Oh yeah, I second that.
My favorite part of the trailer, was just the Joker part where he laughs. That was great.
Oh my god,
That was good.
Was that good or bad? Is that
Oh,
good
really?
or bad?
Perfect.
On par,
That was
10 out of
perfect.
10. Would listen again.
I'm looking back. I'm gonna go back and rewind this after we're done and see if that actually is good. But I don't know,
And
man.
if you guys want this one, if you guys want Trey's little laugh as your new ringtone, you just have to pay $1.99. We'll put a link. We'll put a link in the description.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just do it for free, but yeah, that was my favorite part because, and honestly, like Chris and Raymond were saying, they were on par for Jared Leto right from day one, and I don't remember his casting. Like, I wasn't in the nerd sphere back then. It really took Star Wars to really get me back into it, but even when the guy almost is the Joker without him having anything, like, in real life. He scares the shit out of me. Like, in that, the interview for the DC, whatever the Kevin Smith thing was, he had, like, a part where he talked, and, like, he just looked terrifying. Like,
Really?
I don't know how to describe that, but, like, he's so calm. It's scary.
Yeah, Jared Leto's he's
He's a weird dude.
he's interesting, but that's why I thought, because I loved him in Dallas Buyers Club.
I have not seen that movie.
Yeah, he played I forget what he did, but
A transvestite.
transvestite.
That was
He did method acting for that too, and it's just like, this is perfect.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
need another method
I
actor
don't
for
want to
that.
know what he had to do to become a transvestite and method acting, but
put on a dress for a couple days, and if nobody recognized him, then he knew he did enough.
He acted like her off and on set, just like with Joker.
that guy's, man. I mean, props to guys who can method act, but oh my gosh, it's
These guys are getting paid, man. They want to make sure they're they're earning that cash, man.
Will Smith gets paid and he doesn't do crap, but
Well, I mean,
sure.
he's Will Smith. Will Smith is Will Smith, and man, shots were just fired. You're just you.
come at me,
I can
Will.
hear. Raymond, was that you or was that Josh doing the cast?
That was me.
Oh man, we're gonna turn this freaking hero talk into a roast session, man. I swear.
What was that movie what he did with?
We hate Will Smith. I'll be a part
No,
of
I
that.
don't hate Will Smith. I
Whoa,
don't hate Will Smith. I think
that's
he's a great
so far.
actor, but the guy makes so much damn money. I mean, and I guess he's at the point where he doesn't need to method act, but I don't know.
I don't think he ever has method acted. That's the thing.
There's a select
He
few
did it
actors
for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
No, that's just him.
I know. That's fine.
That's just
No,
him, though.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is playing himself. Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that's why it's a method. Like he did it on and off set because it's just him.
Yeah.
His name was Will in the damn show.
I mean, yeah, but like whoever said that, there's not that many method actors out there.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean, some don't method act, and some will do it for certain roles. Like De Niro did it for.
The Intern.
No, Robert De Niro did it for one movie. I want to say it's
Taxi?
Deer Hunter. It might have been Taxi Driver. Or
I think it was
Vegas?
Taxi.
It might have been Taxi Driver. I swear, I think it's Deer Hunter, but it might have been Taxi Driver. But
He's known like very well for that role, so I wouldn't be. I've never seen that movie, but I think that might be what you're talking about.
you got to see it. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like Taxi Driver.
See, I can see you not liking it because
You hate stuff.
it's not action packed, and there's not really any shooting or gunsmithing until like the last 20 minutes.
It's no age of extinction. Transformers, Josh.
Oh, don't even start. Let's just go to the next
Not a
topic. Just
horrible
stop
movie.
it right now. Don't. No, it is. Just go to the next topic right
Transformer
now.
balls.
I have Age of Extinction. I'm going to tell you guys about when we're done here.
I
Just,
liked
just
it,
switch
actually.
it right now.
All right, so that's basically the
Everything-
Suicide Squad trailer
Yeah.
blitz talk. Unless Josh wants to add some more hate on Taxi Driver or something.
No, but I think I like movies. They don't have to just be action packed. They could be story driven. Like Drive is one of my favorite movies.
Story driven like
there's-
Drive. I see what you did there, Josh.
Like wasn't doing that on purpose, but yeah.
Alrighty then. So this is going to be a very trailer-heavy episode of Hero Talk because now we're going to talk about the brand new teaser for Doctor Strange, which was revealed on Jimmy Kimmel, as well as two posters for the film. So the first poster that we have is Stephen Strange looking like he has two fingers up, but somehow he can see through the fingers because he is on acid. And then the second picture we have is him standing in front of what looks like a basketball with the Death Star inside of it. So that's cool. What? It looks
Yeah, I
like
do.
it looks like a basketball, but then you had the Death Star like lines, and then I don't know what I'm saying, but at least my twisted brain, that's what I see. But okay, first things first. Let's talk about the two posters before we get into the teaser. So Raymond, what do you think, or actually, which is your favorite out of the posters, the acid picture or the basketball one? Or both.
I don't need any more facing backwards posters because those are always used in almost every movie. Like, I think for like a majority of movies, there's always at least one trailer that comes out with the main character with their back facing towards the camera, looking off into the distance.
Star Wars did.
Marvel having one involved, exactly, but Marvel having a different type of poster that isn't their generic, like, because if you look at like the Iron Man 3 poster and like the Thor: The Dark World poster and the Winter Soldier poster, they're literally almost identical because they're
now the difference between those three movies is that only one of those was actually good.
Thor: The Dark World was good?
You know what I mean. Come on.
Let's not get into that conversation. But anyways,
I haven't seen it.
I really like this because it's different. It's fresh, and he's not on acid.
Oh, damn. Maybe I am.
I love Doctor Strange, so this trailer is just poster is just really cool.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Chris, which poster do you prefer more?
I'm a little off and on. Like the one where he's got the two fingers in front of him, you can see.
That's called the acid poster.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to call you have to call it that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, the acid one. I'll do it just for you, Trey. You know I got you, boo. But
okay.
I mean, it's when I look at it at first, I'm like, that looks weird. But at the same time, you look at it, it's like it shows his abilities. Because I mean, not like me, I don't know much about Doctor Strange. Like I only saw him in one episode of Ultimate Spider-Man. So I mean, seeing the little him seeing through his two fingers, that means like, okay, for fans like me, that means like, okay, so he's a magical person, or he's some mystical, like some. Not everyone knows who Doctor Strange is, man. Like me, I let Marvel movies give me insight on Marvel people. Like I don't buy the Marvel comics. I let the movies do what they do for me. I like for DC, I'll go buy comics and like learn everything before I see the movie. Where Marvel, I do the complete opposite. I want the movies to give me the knowledge. So this is what Doctor Strange is going to be for me. This is going to be my knowledge.
Knowledge.
Lamborghini.
Knowledge. But
now anyone who understands that, you know.
If you prefer comics for materialistic things, then you know you like knowledge.
Dangerous knowledge.
Yeah. So that's my take on it.
Yeah.
But, I kind of agree. The little back, the little one where he's looking and the camera's just looking at his back. It is used a lot, and hopefully someone hears about it sooner than later.
It honestly, for me, looks like a poster for Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. I don't know why, but when I first see it, that's what I think of.
I can see that.
Except it's probably a lot better of a movie. I hated the movie. The movie scared me. But
Wait, which one? The Tim Burton one or the Gene Wilder one?
Well, the one with, Captain Jack Sparrow as
Johnny
the creepy,
yeah, so Tim Burton's.
pale.
I like that one. That was interesting.
That was scary. Tim Burton scared me.
I like that too.
That's his job, bro.
Yeah, but all right, well, all right. So wait. Sorry, Josh. Which poster do you like more?
I don't really know anything about Doctor Strange either. Like, I know Marvel characters, like what you were saying, Chris. I know like more DC, like a lot more DC characters. I know a lot about almost every DC character. But like the thing is, with Marvel, I barely like the main ones I know, but like the side ones, like I have no idea about. I don't know.
Basically, Spider-Man, and that's kind of it.
So were you like me? Were you like me? Where you knew who Spider-Man and Iron Man and Captain America was, but then you hear about Guardians of the Galaxy, and you're like, who?
Yeah, I know exactly. Like same
no
thing.
One,
like,
no one knew who the Guardians of the
Galaxy. Yeah, but no one knew.
No
Guardians.
one.
But I knew.
Raymond did?
I know the names. Like
I did.
I've heard the name I've heard the name, not Guardians of the Galaxy. I've heard the name Doctor Strange.
Guardians of Gahul.
But I never really knew the character. Like I know my stuff. I know my Marvel knowledge is basically from like the Spider-Man 1994 animated series or like the animated stuff. Like that's how I know stuff about Marvel. But but besides that, like the movies teach me. So. The Doctor Strange poster, I hate the backwards turn one because it's a backwards turn one. It sucks. And then the other one kind of looks like it was fan made, so I don't really like either.
Josh with his hate. All right, so
Rude.
now let's talk about the teaser for the trailer. And because Josh didn't like the posters, I'll have him talk first so we can get out of the way. Josh, what did you think of the teaser for Doctor Strange?
Oh my god, this teaser was awful. No, the teaser was good.
You've done that twice, Josh. It's getting old.
No, the teaser was good. I liked it. It's just I wish I learned more about the character, just because I don't know that much about the characters. I just wish I knew a little bit more, just about how the character gets, like, whatever, how he gets his powers, or I don't know. But
Yeah.
I just want to see more, just because I don't know him. So, but besides that, really liked the trailer, really cool. I didn't think we'd see Mads Mikkelsen, but he looks like a badass. But, Marvel's going to ruin him again because they ruin every villain, so he's probably going to suck.
Ooh, harsh.
And just like that, it was another episode of Josh Throws Shade at the Marvel Universe, starring Josh.
Marvel can't do villains. Marvel can't do villains at all.
Well, have you seen?
Sucks.
I can, but to see, even though I roasted you for that just now, I can kind of agree with you. Like, most Marvel villains you see, they're not notable. Like, the most notable villain we had, really, in my opinion, was Winter Soldier, and that he's not even a villain. But
I think
Winter Soldier's not a villain anymore, and then Loki is not.
Exactly. And Loki, in my opinion, is just a little bit of a whiny bitch,
I'm like the
who
only
fangirls
one
love.
in here who probably pretty much loves all villains.
Probably. I mean, I like
kidding.
them, but but I'm not gonna rush to get a poster of them in my room.
Yeah, me neither.
I need a Zod poster in here badly.
I don't think Ronin's that bad, but
Ronan's just over the top.
Ronan was good. He didn't get enough screen time, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what was bad about him.
Thanos is cool.
You barely saw him. So, the Doctor Strange trailer was cool. I liked it.
And
I thought it was good.
I almost feel like we got more from the set pics than we did from the teaser.
I agree.
Yeah,
which is really weird and unfortunate. But Raymond, I'm pretty sure you like this teaser, right?
Oh yeah, I loved it. I was gonna curse, but I didn't know if I should or not.
That's fine.
I loved it so much. I know a decent amount about Doctor Strange to where I was giddy about this trailer. Just seeing his origin in live action, and then seeing the Ancient One, and then seeing magic was so cool, and I love it.
One thing, one question I raised after I saw the teaser was the Ancient One Star-Lord's mom? Because she really... so, do you know how...
no, she's not Star-Lord.
Oh, I know, but she looks like the same actress who's dying in the hospital.
Just because she's bald?
No,
because she's bald.
You're comparing Tilda Swinton and her bald head to a leukemia patient.
No, I'm not.
You're comparing Tilda Swinton to Star-Lord's mom and the lady that Steve Rogers talked to in the first Avenger.
But they did look a lot alike.
I'm obviously kidding.
What he's trying to say is that the Ancient One looks like a cancer patient, kids.
Yeah.
Or Caillou, for that fact. But Chris, what do you think? Josh got that. Chris, what did you think of this teaser?
I don't really have an opinion on it, man. I just, it's just a trailer for a new Marvel movie of a, character I don't really know. I'll be interested when the movie comes out, I guess. But when Doctor Strange is doing that thing where he's like, "Teach me," that's me when I sit down for every Marvel movie. It's like when I'm like, "Teach me, let's get some knowledge today."
Jesus.
That's you when you watch The Hub too. But
no, I don't need to learn anything about that. I got everything down first.
That's as adult as we're gonna get.
This has just turned into a roast session and a half.
That's what happens when you don't read the show notes.
I never read the show notes.
We even put roast Chris in.
The only time I ever read the show notes is whenever I get them.
Why?
Because I like to improvise it on the spot. I'm not even looking at the notes right now. I'm playing Star Wars.
What? Okay.
Wow.
I shit you not. I'm playing Battlefront on my laptop right now.
This is your last show. But
it's been fun.
But my opinion of this is it is a teaser, and as a teaser, it does what it's supposed to do. It makes me intrigued. It leaves me with a lot of questions, and it doesn't show a ton. So as a teaser, it's great. As me really anticipating the movie, I'm kind of let down by it, but it's still cool. But I mean, basically everything I knew about Doctor Strange, it showed in the trailer, in the teaser. So I didn't really learn anything new. I did not like the look of the Ancient One. I don't know if it's. I'm pretty sure it's Tilda Swinton that she looked terrible. I just hated it. But Maybe that's just me with bald chicks. I don't know, but I just didn't like it. But like Chris said, the show me part was really cool, and it was just really psychedelic, like with the three, like the shot of New York City with like the three different angles of it, like upside down and on the side, and then the part with like the doors just like move. I don't know. I can't even describe it. It's like Inception meets Marvel, but yeah, I mean, it was cool. It's not something that I was like, holy crap, that was awesome. I really thought I liked the Suicide Squad trailer a ton more, but it was still cool.
Me too.
So, any last thoughts about the Doctor Strange teaser?
It was dope.
Okay.
I mean, it didn't leave me intrigued, but I thought it was still dope.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So our last piece of news is a pretty big piece of news that I probably should have put in earlier, but so Warner Brothers confirmed that Ben Affleck is indeed directing the solo Batman film. So if you love Ben Affleck as Batman, it's time to celebrate. According to Warner Brothers CEO Kevin Tsujihara, Ben Affleck will don the Dark Knight's cape and cowl for his very own Batman standalone film. So basically, we haven't gotten a date announced. We haven't gotten anything announced for this, but we know that Ben Affleck is writing, directing, and starring in the movie. Which, I mean, I don't think this is a big shock to anyone, but it's still definitely really cool to have it confirmed. Do you guys like this?
I freaking love it, man. I mean, I haven't seen every Ben Affleck directed movie. Like the only one I've seen that he directed was Argo, and that was really good. And Tris Terrio, who wrote Batman vs Superman, got that, so it makes you makes it's really really cool. I mean, when you're directing a movie and starring in it, man, you're gonna have like no time to yourself whatsoever. So Ben Affleck is just going into overdrive with this.
He's gonna get paid.
Well,
yeah, gonna go ahead.
The thing about him writing the movie is he already wrote the script, didn't he?
Yeah,
so,
yeah, yes.
I mean, there's going to be rewrites,
well,
and obviously
he
there's
wrote
going to be a second
script.
draft or something like that.
He wrote
I mean, there's a lot to this.
He wrote a script that they can use, but they don't have
he's
to.
Directed and starred in enough movies to where I think he's got it down. I mean, regardless, the movies he's done aren't based around a character that involves so much physical movement. But
yeah, I agree.
But that's why we have stunt doubles.
Well,
exactly.
And I think that's what he really learned a lot from Zack Snyder, because say what you want about the guy, Zack Snyder is a great director of action, and that's the one thing that Ben Affleck said that he didn't really know, because all of his movies don't really have a ton of action, like big action sequences, and he really learned how to shoot those from Zack Snyder. So I think after like learning how to shoot big action scenes, because the action scenes in BVS were great, I think that really made him more confident to the fact that where he feels confident enough to direct the movie he's starring into. Josh?
I agree with that. I like he did learn from Zack Snyder, because we know Zack Snyder's great at action. Like those scenes in Batman v Superman were like, they were basically like Arkham games, and I love that. So Ben Affleck, this is going to be amazing to see Ben Affleck finally direct his own Batman movie. This isn't really news. It's kind of something we already knew was kind of.
It's just confirmation of something.
I mean, it's cool to get confirmation. That's why we're talking about it, but it's just something we already knew. So I'm excited. But like when I heard it, I was just like, finally, we know for sure. But I was like, we've known for a while, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. All right, so now we're going to move into a segment that I can't figure out what to name it. So it's called Rapid Fire, where we just...
I like Rapid Fire.
I know, but I need it to be something more specific and unique. So if any of you know that, comment down below. But so now we're just going to get into a few topics that don't necessarily get a full discussion, but just our general thoughts on each topic. So the first thing here is Jason Momoa teases a Watchtower in Justice League Part 1 via Instagram. Henry Cavill is returning for Justice League Part 1. Charlie Cox says Defenders will start filming this fall. And last but not least, something that came out today, the Killing Joke animated movie will be rated R. So,
yes.
In order of the way I mentioned them, Raymond, just what are your thoughts on all these?
Jason Momoa with Watchtower. Personally, I think people are taking that out of proportion. I don't think he literally means it. Yes, maybe he does, but I follow him. His Instagram posts are interesting.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill returning. Come on, if you saw the movie, you saw the dirt move. So
yeah.
Charlie Cox with Defenders. A little bit surprised on that because Iron Fist needs to film.
Yeah.
And Killing Joke, not that surprised. It's Killing Joke. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. Josh?
Wait,
hold up. Chris, are you still playing Battlefront?
Yeah.
I can hear it from the clicking. Just, okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to make it quieter.
That's okay. All right, Josh.
Hey, the show must go on, man. Don't let me distract you.
What the hell?
How I think, in order of how he said it, I think Jason Momoa teases Watchtower. I think that's great. I'm so happy we might see the Watchtower in part 1, but I feel like they should save it for part 2, but that's so cool. Henry Cavill returning, no crap. I don't want to curse. No, it's no surprise here that he's coming back. Charlie Cox says Defenders filming. That's cool. I'm really excited about that because Defenders means it's filming in fall, so we're going to get it probably by next summer, which is pretty cool. Killing Jokes rated R. This is fantastic news. I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I'm not even old enough to buy it. I'm going to have to get one of my parents to come with me to the store to buy it.
They can still sell rated R copies of stuff in Target or something.
Josh, how old are you?
Oh, they're not. You have to have your license. Or
Josh,
dude, they never carded me when I was 16.
Josh, Amazon.
I'm younger than 16. I don't look like I'm a 16. I don't look like I'm an 18 or 16-year-old. I look like I'm 14.
How old are you, Josh?
I'm 16, but people think I'm like 14. I could pass for 12
I thought you were like 13.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I saw you. So, well, not that young, but young.
I could pass for so young.
You could still get into like Chuck E. Cheese for a kid's fee.
I can. My sister is 13 right now. She could pass for 9. No, she could pass for like 7. It's just how my family is.
I have a sister.
See, it's not bad to look young, man. It's not bad. It really isn't.
I have a sister who's a freshman in high school here, and she's over 6 foot. So people think that she's in college already. So me
I'm 5'8", dude. I'm 5'8", dude. She's freaking.
Man, Chris, you're short.
I know, man.
I'm like 5'4".
I didn't drink milk for a while when I was
my God.
15, dude. That kind of hurt.
How tall are you, Trey?
6.
Okay. I'm not the tallest here. Okay, thank goodness.
Oh, I love being tall. Ladies love it.
I'm short. Short kid.
Josh is
okay.
Wolverine.
This is just gonna do a whole nother conversation. I'm pretty sure Trey wasn't even recording half of this.
No, I actually was. There was the time earlier where I stopped recording when Chris talked, but no, I was recording.
Yeah. Okay, enough shade on me.
No, I'm not kidding. I seriously did that.
Man,
Killing Joke was great.
I'm just gonna get roasted by everyone this week.
How did that come out? Oh, buying. Oh, Josh, just buy it on Amazon.
Well, that's what I'm probably going to do, but I just think it's funny how I'm not old enough to go get the movie.
How do you get into R-rated movies? How do you get into R-rated movies?
This should be rated R. They're not going to hold back, so I love it. I can't wait to see this movie. That sneak peek was amazing.
Josh, how do you get into R-rated movies?
I have a parent come with. I usually with Deadpool. With Deadpool, I went to the theater. I had my ticket and everything, and I went to the theater, and they wanted my ID, and I wasn't old enough, so I had to call my dad, and I had to beg him to come to the theater.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't get into rated. But I also go to screenings, and the screenings they know me, so they let me into rated R movies. So that's how I see most of my rated R movies. But if I don't get a screening, I usually don't. I sometimes see them if I really care about them. I just have my dad take me or something like that.
I have something kind of similar. I went and watched Batman v Superman again, and the guy who rips the tickets went, "Oh, it's you again," when I walked in, so they know me too. But all right, so my thoughts on these topics. So Jason Momoa teases Watchtower. I don't really care. It's cool, but I don't really think he meant to tease it. So then Henry, I don't know how to say his last name. I say Cavill. Some people say Cavill.
It's Cavill.
Henry Cavill, which sounds okay. Returning for Justice League Part 1. Of course he is. Like Raymond said, the freaking dirt moved. So, I mean, he's obviously coming back. I think he's going to be the main villain, which I hope he's going to be, but that's cool. And then Charlie Cox saying the Defenders are going to shoot this fall is definitely surprising to me because, as Raymond stated, Iron Fist hasn't, or I don't think it started shooting yet, so they're going to have to do that this summer, I guess. But
I think they're shooting that sometime this summer.
Yeah. And then Killing Joke, animated movie rated R. That's awesome. I think it's just going to be rated R for violence. I don't think we're going to see anything of, Batgirl being like with bat nipples or anything, but I don't know.
What?
That didn't make sense. But
What?
yeah, so that's our rapid fire, and now we're gonna talk about the TV reviews. And I'll be honest, guys, I haven't seen any TV recently.
Oh boy!
So I don't care if you spoil it. I'm not gonna watch Legends of
remember how
Tomorrow
you were
anymore.
roasting me and you thought you were gonna get out of that consequence free?
Well, I did have to go to a funeral, so I did get
Why
out.
you gotta play that card? That's not even
Because
cool.
that's the reason.
That's not even cool, dude. You don't play that card.
Alrighty then.
But I'm talking about this Legends of Tomorrow.
I don't
episode,
care.
okay? It was
I'm
fucking
done
amazing.
watching that show.
I love
Bored
that
me.
episode. It was so cool.
Draymond, do you watch a lot of Old West movies too?
Not really, but I've seen a decent amount to where I loved it.
Okay, see, I'm on that same level, but everything they were referencing, I knew, so I was like, I know.
Yeah,
this.
same.
All right, so is that the review we're doing first?
Yep.
Okay, do you wanna tell the summary about the episode, or how do you want to do this?
I don't care.
Me?
I didn't watch it. You guys lead.
Me?
Okay, Raymond, do you want to talk about it first?
Okay.
Fire
So, basically, from my memory off the top of my head, because this is like yesterday and I'm terrible with memory, they are escaping these mercenaries that the Time Master sent after them because Mick could not kill them, Cronus. So they're hiding in this weird time period that isn't noticed by the Time Masters, which happens to be the same time period that our beloved Jonah Hex is in. And he knows, I don't remember, Rip. He knows Rip Hunter from a previous event because Rip and him were friends in this one place, and there was all this stuff that happened. And I'll let you continue, Chris, from there.
So, yeah, the gang goes to the Old West because they're hiding from those Time Master crew there, and we knew Jonah Hex was coming. I mean, there were trailers coming. I mean, it's the Old West and it's DC, so this is the perfect opportunity to throw in Jonah Hex to the DC universe in some way, whether it be movie or TV. It's still freaking cool. Now we get into it. Jonah comes in and he's like, "I recognize you guys are time travelers." So they're like, "What?" He's like, "Dude, relax. This isn't my first rodeo." Blah blah. I'm like, "He's seen time travelers before, so he's in." Like Jonah Hex is already in. We don't need to introduce him to anything. Like he's already in, and that's what's so freaking cool. And then shocker, he knows Rip Hunter. Like what? This is so cool. And knows Rip Hunter. So we got. And, Rip has a freaking past there. When you couldn't really tell before, I couldn't tell before, but then he starts going into it, or Hex starts going into it with the old town. I'm like, oh my God, no. There's a dark history here, but, overlooking that. There was some really cool stuff they had here. We had, Shayera had a little side mission she had to go do, which I thought was really freaking cool, how they were exploring her character a little more and the relationship of whether or not she wants to stay with Ray Palmer because of the whole... is this spoiler review? I totally forgot. Is this spoiler review?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it either, so.
Okay, well, there's something goes on where she's on a little quest of her own, and on this quest, she's conflicted with the decision of staying with Ray or not. And I thought that was really cool that we were exploring that. And also, the best part of this episode, it was just so fun. It was a fun episode with their Old West stuff. Ray Palmer said he was a huge Western fan when he was a kid. So he's mentioning he looks like Wyatt
John
Earp,
Wayne.
He's calling himself John Wayne. He's saying he looks like Wyatt Earp. And kids, if you don't know who Wyatt Earp is, watch Tombstone. That's probably the most recent depiction of Wyatt Earp that anyone would actually like. And then there was the title itself, The Magnificent 8, dude. It's a freaking nod to Magnificent 7. That's just so freaking cool. I loved it. Just a fun episode. I was watching that with my sister. She said it was a fun episode. She hates Westerns and stuff and all that, but she's like, this is a fun episode. I'm like, right? So it was really cool. I loved it.
I didn't notice that hateful, the Magnificent 7 thing. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it was the title of the episode, Magnificent 8. It was so freaking cool. And there's because there's 8 of them, going into town like that. So it was really cool. So yeah, that's my thought. Those are my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I still haven't seen the episode. I haven't watched the episode.
Okay. So Raymond, anything else on this or?
I'd have to say my favorite part was when they just went balls deep. Excuse me. With their suits when the freaking bounty hunters just came into town after they messed with that crew that was threatening the town. It was
that
cool
was good.
For some reason seeing all of them in powers in the Old West, and then Rip giving Jonah Hex the futuristic gun. He was like, I was watching that part. He's just like examining it. It's like it was just cool to see Jonah Hex in there. Although I do have to say one thing. I don't know why, but for some reason it's just engraved in my head with Josh Brolin as Jonah Hex. So when I saw that guy as Jonah Hex, I was just like, why does this look so weird?
Yeah,
I couldn't get over.
Universe kind of hits you, right?
Even though freaking that Josh Brolin movie was so bad that I fell asleep and don't even remember anything about it. For some reason, his character version of Jonah Hex was engraved in my head.
Was it really that bad? I want to see it, but I'm really scared that it's actually going to be bad. Because
I don't normally fall asleep during movies. The only time I ever fall asleep is if 1, it's really boring, 2, I'm really tired, or 3, it's just god-awful.
So, Gods of Egypt?
I didn't see that.
Did you at least see it, Trey? Or
no, I haven't.
Really see it?
I only just say that stuff because Josh
Excuse me.
actually liked it, so...
Gods of Egypt was a good movie. I don't care what anyone says.
I will check it out for you, Josh. You know I got you. But I'm not saying I'm gonna like it. I'll check it out for you.
It was a fun movie.
A fun movie. Okay.
He needs some milk.
I need some milk too.
But overall, though, last night's episode was pretty good. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Really good. A really good episode. Really. And yeah, I we were like 45 minutes in and they didn't even put on the super suits yet. So I'm like, oh, they're not going to put on any super suits? And then here come the freaking 3 bad guys. And then here comes freaking, where's my super suit? And then here they go, man. But yeah, really fun episode.
Did they actually say,
up.
where's my super suit?
No, that's I just put that in right now. Because that was like the first thing I thought. Because I'm like, where's their super suits? Because here they come the freaking bad guys.
Guys, something just broke. Online. J.J. Abrams, I know this isn't Star Wars related, but J.J. Abrams just confirmed that Rey's parents aren't in Episode 7.
Yeah, we knew that.
Well, I mean, some people think that her dad's Luke, so that confirms that he is.
Oh, man, I have a huge conspiracy theory over it, but we're not going to go into it on here. I'll tell you guys after.
Okay.
Just trust me.
Okay.
All right, got
Okay.
Yeah, see, Raymond, that's the answer I was looking for. It's like, okay, yeah, he actually makes me think he wants to hear it after this. Thank you, Raymond.
No, I honestly
No, I don't.
I was kind of confused, actually, as to why you brought that
Yeah,
up.
but you made me think you wanted to hear it. That's all that mattered.
Okay.
I just brought it up because, Star Wars.
All right,
Okay.
let's just move on. Jeez.
Josh, did you say Gotham?
Yeah, Gotham. Let's talk Gotham now.
Apparently we review Gotham now, but I don't
Am
watch
I the
it.
only
so.
one in here that watches the show?
No, everyone else. But
I
watches
watch Gotham.
Okay.
We all do except for Trey.
Yeah.
Gotham's a great show. Season
Love
2 is
Gotham.
great. Oh, real quick about Legends of Tomorrow. I'm not really liking Legends of Tomorrow this season.
Me
I'm
neither,
just not
Josh.
a fan of it.
It's kind of boring.
What?
It's kind of boring to me. Like, I don't feel like I need to watch it. Almost like I can just binge on all of them later.
Wow. I see how it is.
Oh,
Is that like how it's gonna be for Josh with Supergirl? Is just Josh never gonna watch Supergirl?
no, I like Legends of Tomorrow. I just don't feel because like Thursdays are like my busiest days of the week, so I don't feel like I shouldn't watch Schmoes and watch Legends of Tomorrow instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watch Legends on Thursdays anymore.
I watch it every Thursday.
Well, I was watching this one live because it was Old West because it was really cool.
Gotham was bad.
Gotham.
I just watched that before we came on here. That's why it took a little while. Man, that was a good episode.
Right?
Yeah, I liked it.
Was
I'm kinda
Bruce
glad
Wayne
that
Batman yet?
Jim is clear now.
Yeah, finally. I love what's going on with Penguin and then with his family. The whole
Seeing him come back now into his because I was kind of annoyed with his conforming side where he's conforming to society. It's like, oh no, go back to your freaking evil self that likes to murder.
Oh, I loved him as well.
No, I wanted him back on that. Like I liked it when him and his dad were doing that.
Oh yeah,
when
him and his dad were together. Yes, when him and his dad were
loved
together.
that. But then as soon as you see the whole, then the freaking dad gets assassinated. It's like, oh, it's time for blood. You need to freaking put your freaking shoe. You put the boots back on, tie your shoes. It's time to it's go time, Penguin. Start massacring people.
Why would you kill off Paul Rubin? Why?
Because he's not in the canon of Batman.
Because Pee Wee Herman. That's why.
Well,
That's
yeah.
probably why, though, because I'm thinking that they filmed this episode around the same time where he started filming his Pee Wee Herman.
No, probably because it cost way too much money.
He's not that big of an actor. He's not in a lot of
they
stuff.
filmed this episode of Gotham like 4 weeks ago, like 5 weeks ago. They filmed shows very recent.
Yeah, and that Pee Wee show, I think the first
They
trailer
filmed
went
that
out
like
for it
a
in
week ago.
Yeah, about there.
Yeah, that's why there are shows that have breaks, because they film as it goes. I don't like that.
Yeah, I know.
Flash is on a break every other week.
That's getting really annoying.
I'm so glad that...
I just don't
feel
care
like
about this season of Flash anymore that much, so...
Man, just keep
Josh is
roasting
just hating,
everything, man.
Man, you're even roasting the best TV show on TV for DC.
Wait, no, but
Jesus.
Isn't the best TV show on DC, or the best DC
Say-
TV
No,
show
it's not Supergirl.
Don't
No,
you
it's
Jason.
not Supergirl.
Oh, sorry, I was misunderstood.
No, but I'm not digging Flash this season that much.
I love it.
Wow, I like it honestly a lot more than last season.
I like
don't
it.
like-
I like it as much.
I like last season. Like, I just don't feel as emotionally connected to the characters as much as like last season. Like last season, I was like, oh my god, I have to watch Flash. I would be so excited for Flash. Like every Tuesday, I would be like, oh my god, this many hours till Flash. And then this season, I'm just like, will I even watch it on Tuesdays? I don't even watch it on Tuesdays sometimes.
Shame on you. I really like where they're going right now. I'm just kidding though, Josh. But I'm really liking where this season's going.
I just,
Are we
Multiverse
still
and all
still reviewing Gotham? I'm so confused.
they just
Yeah.
like destroyed Caitlyn's character with Jay, and Jay's just such an awful character.
Jay, I love Jay, dude. Jay is
What?
such a freaking hunk. Look at that man and just say, damn.
Written so bad, and
No, he's not. He's
I
great.
cringe when I see him on Young Justice now. When I see Jay Garrick on Young Justice because of how bad Jay is on Flash.
Okay, can we just go back to reviewing Gotham? Because
Yeah.
we're gonna roast Josh in a minute. It's gonna turn
Yeah,
into
I'm gonna I'm gonna lose it right now.
Are you ready to lose it?
Okay, so no, Chris, I'm gonna go back.
And you guys aren't gonna like my Iron Man review if you want to rush me.
Okay. Oh god.
I'm not ready
no.
for it.
Okay, let's just go back to Gotham. Okay.
Okay,
so
I'm
Gotham,
gonna go for it.
So
You're
with Gotham, I really liked how the part where Jim and Riddler were in. Well, man, I'm even referring to him that way. When Jim and Ed were in Ed's apartment, and Jim's just putting it together, piecing it together, it screamed like ultimate detective to me, and I really liked seeing that he pieced that together. I mean, then again, Ed isn't really the best at hiding stuff, because his multiple personality stuff just kept peeking through every time. Like when he called the guy who framed him a psychopath, he got so mad.
Oh yeah,
You just see it.
He can't control his shit, dude. He's an amateur psychopath right now, man. He doesn't have anything down.
Hey guys,
Well,
let's try to wrap up Gotham pretty soon because we're getting pretty long on time.
Okay, fine.
Well, overall,
yeah.
I'll just say it's a pretty good episode. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to say is I'm glad that Penguin, we needed justice for that family that Penguin took in, and it was way better than a hacksaw murder or a chainsaw massacre. No, it was freaking. You guys don't watch Gotham? Can I say this? Because this is like something you have to see to freaking
I don't care.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so in the case of mother and daughter and son, he freaking kills the son and daughter, and I can't even say it out loud. It's just so freaking good. Just wrap it up.
He kills
now.
them.
You know what I'm talking about.
He kills them and feeds them to the mom, and she loses it as she's dying.
Same.
It was so good.
It was, yeah. I had a hard time saying it out loud because it was just so good.
All right, let's move on then.
So now we're gonna talk about the movie that started off did Iron Man or Hulk come first?
Iron Man.
It was Iron Man.
Iron Man. All right, so yeah, the movie that started off the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Iron Man. This movie starred Robert Downey Jr., Jeff Bridges, right? That's
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges, Terrence
and it was-
Howard, Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, and it was directed by the man, the myth, the legend, Jon Favreau. So I watched this movie last night. I'll be honest, I had not seen Iron Man in many years, probably since 2012, maybe. I don't know. It's been a very, very long time. And I haven't seen any of the Iron Man movies past when they came out in theaters. But this movie I watched last night, it's almost perfect. Like, I love Iron Man. The opening scene is awesome. I know Josh probably doesn't like it because it does that thing where that Deadpool did where they go and show flashbacks, and I don't think Josh likes that.
Yeah.
But I loved it, man. Tony Stark, or that's how good he was. Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark. Holy crap, that was awesome. The shot in the movie that made me feel like that made me recognize how great of a movie it was. I think we all know it. The shot where he shoots the missile at the tank, walks away, and it blows up. We've seen that shot done a billion times, but this time it worked. And I don't know why, but that was awesome. I did not like the villain. I will be honest. I don't understand why. Like, I understand his motives, but I don't understand why he couldn't have just killed Tony Stark. Spoilers ahead. Why he couldn't have just killed Tony Stark without the damn Iron Giant suit. But
spoilers for a movie that's 8 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't see the movie by now, we got you brought this on yourself, man.
Yeah, but basically, my thoughts on the movie: great movie, soft villains, great acting, loved it. Great start to the MCU. I don't know where I'd rank it. I'd probably rank it third behind Winter Soldier and Ant-Man. I freaking love Ant-Man. I don't care if you to say I'm stupid for that, but I had a blast with Ant-Man.
I don't think it's that high.
I love, well, for me personally, I freaking love Ant-Man. Winter Soldier 1, Ant-Man 2, Iron Man 3. Iron Man it's a great movie, best of the Iron Man series. Great way to start off the MCU. Mic dropped. Raymond, thoughts on Iron Man 1?
Okay, so Iron Man 1. I remember the year that the trailer was released at Comic-Con. I didn't see it, but I knew about it. And I saw it in theaters for the first time, and I remember sitting there like, what is this? What am I looking at?
Yeah.
And then when it showed Iron Man, I literally started screaming. Imagine a prepubescent me in a theater for a movie completely different, and I'm just losing my shit.
Did you know that, like, a lot about the character Iron Man before you saw it, or was that your first?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh,
That's why I was losing my shit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
I understand.
I know a lot. I'm not trying to brag, but I know a lot about Marvel characters. And when I saw the movie, I was just in utter shock at how good it was. It was amazing. I love that movie. It is definitely one of those movies that, like, I consider childhood, because 2008, I was, like, 8 or 9.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those movies that will always hold deepest in my hearts. But
it was all of our childhoods.
But obviously, throughout the years, there have been other movies from the MCU that I personally adore. But back to this aspect of Iron Man, character-wise, I honestly kind of like Terrence Howard more as Rhodey than Don Cheadle.
Oh,
like
really?
a tiny bit.
Really?
A tiny bit. Only a tiny bit, because he was the first one, and then when he got replaced, I was upset.
Yeah.
But I like Don Cheadle's War Machine, so I was like, alright, cool.
Yeah.
And it would have just been interesting to see how Don Cheadle actually looked in that suit. Like, imagine seeing the Civil War trailer today and that scene where Tony rips
you mean
War Machine.
Terrence Howard instead of
Terrence Howard, yeah.
Dude, just watch Empire and just put silver armor on that guy. That's all you have to do.
I every time I watch a TV spot for that show, I cringe.
Yeah.
But
I just hate Terrence Howard.
Another thing, Jeff Bridges. I honestly kind of disagree with you on that. He's definitely. I mean, people don't give him enough credit, but he is one of the most developed, I think, villains in the MCU when it comes to character, motives, and why he does it, compared to a lot of them. Like, earlier I said I like all of them, but him, to me, he is one of the most thought-through villains, because he was the first one. They didn't want to screw him up. I mean, I can see to a certain degree why he would be kind of mediocre, but then again, a lot of them are considered mediocre to a lot of people. Like, my opinion on Malekith, the Dark Elf, I actually like him because his character's cool, and I liked him in the movie. Shut up, Chris. I don't need your sass. But
if you don't get any Chris sass, man, Chris sass is like medicine. You need it.
It is like
I need medicine. I'm sick. But anyways,
poison.
All in all,
so take some sass.
All in all, I love Iron Man. It's not within my top 5 of the MCU. I will say that though. It's probably like 6 though.
Wow, you really love these MCU movies. If that's how highly you talk about one that's not even in your top 5. Damn.
Oh,
yeah.
No, you'd be surprised. Winter Soldier's not my first.
Ant-Man is, I bet.
Yep.
Guardians is mine.
You know,
I can understand that.
I rewatched Guardians and did not enjoy it as much. I don't know why.
That movie has such
Guardians
rewatchability to me.
I've seen Guardians like 10, 15 times, and I just loved it every single time.
Yeah, but the thing with Chris, the thing with you though is like you're saying like you must love Marvel movies. I love DC movies too, but you're more of a DC fan, so you yourself are kind of like more in tune towards DC characters. So you're saying that.
I'll tell you this, and then I'll get into the review. With DC, I watched Justice League when I was a kid, man. So that was like that molded me into who I am, who I was.
Well, DC was a part of our childhood. It's like
exactly,
me,
man. Justice League.
DC is like some of my earliest memories, like in childhood, is like watching Batman the Animated Series.
I had Batman the Animated Series, a few episodes on VHS, man. I remember the Grey Ghost episode, Man-Bat episode. I remember watching that all the time, man. And then Justice League, I had the I didn't watch the whole like seasons when I was a kid, but I remember Cartoon Network when they used to be cool. They played those freaking episodes, man, on like Friday or Saturday, and I'd be so freaking hyped for it, man. It was so awesome. And
Honestly,
so I'll get off.
Series.
Well, all right, I'm gonna get off this right now and go to Iron Man. Iron Man, man, it was freaking awesome. Okay, I didn't watch this the year it came out. I think I watched this probably maybe 6-7 months before Iron Man 2 came out, somewhere around. Jesus. You know what? No, I don't know. I remember I watched it when it was on DVD. I didn't watch it on in the theaters because I didn't know shit about Iron Man. I didn't know it was Marvel. I saw the little Marvel tag. I'm like, hey, Spider-Man guy's cool. And then I really liked it. I really did. And I do agree, man. Jeff Bridges, he's the dude, man. He's so freaking awesome. Like, he's probably the only villain who isn't that stale to me. Like, I love seeing him when he goes up there. Like, I love seeing him when he was, pretend to be Tony's friend. Like, you watch it a second time, you're like, wow, he's doing such a good job pretending like he doesn't want Tony dead,
Yeah, but let's see, like, what I 100% agree with that, but, like, the only part that made me not enjoy him as much as I wanted to was when he got in the suit. I just hated that. But, like,
liked that.
When he was just, like, the, sidekick to Tony Stark, that was great. I love that part.
See, yeah, and I didn't take... Because I didn't rewatch this movie before we reviewed it. I'm just doing this off of memory. But then Raymond, what you just said kind of got to me. I'm like, he's the first one. So it's like, it was like being the first, you're going to be the experiment. Because this is like the first movie that was kicking off the MCU. So this is the experimental phase. So like if it launched and it does great, then we're going to keep doing what we're doing. Then, they brought in Iron Man 2, brought in Thor, Captain America, the First Avenger, which I liked. It was really the kickoff, man. It was the kickoff for the MCU. And they've been doing good. There were some off and on movies, but most of them have been, on. And, Robert Downey Jr. I didn't know who this was before this movie. I mean, a lot of people who grew up in the 80s knew who this was from, like, Back to School or Weird Science or those movies like that. And I'm really glad this movie was his comeback. And I love freaking Jon Favreau, man. I didn't even know he directed this. Like, I know him more for his role in Swingers and Made, and then I saw him being Tony Stark's driver. I'm like, why'd he get the bitch role? And then I found out he directed. I'm like, oh, okay, so he played a way bigger role than I thought. That was freaking awesome. I love Favreau. Really glad he brought this to life. However, I don't know whose idea Iron Man 2 was. I'm not going to get into that. But really great movie. I'd say this is in the top 5 for Marvel movies, and I haven't set up the list for top 5 Marvel movies, but Guardians of the Galaxy is number 1 for that list. Maybe Civil War will be number 1. We got to see it.
Hopefully. But
what I hear from the part... Oh, sorry. Did I cut you off?
No, it's fine. You go. You go first.
Oh, for me, though, I have to agree with you on that about Civil War. From what I'm hearing about the parts with Ant-Man, I'm losing my shit.
Yeah.
I am losing my shit over that. It's like, give it to me.
I'm going to edit that part out and then just have like a soundbite of Raymond saying, give it to me.
Hey, Raymond, you might be my new ringtone. I might actually... No, I'm actually not joking. When I find out how to do the audio recording, I might make you my new ringtone. Is that cool?
Oh, my God.
Chris is going to make that his ringtone for whatever hot chick he has on his phone. Give it to me. Give it to me.
No, who said anything about a hot chick? I'm just going to make that you whenever you call me on Skype.
That's awkward.
You should make that my ringtone.
I'll be like, oh, Raymond's here.
Give it to me.
Excuse
That's
me.
funny. But
All
sorry,
ideas are
go
good.
ahead.
All ideas are good. I should do that. All right. So yeah, Raymond, if you expect the call when I say it's time, you know what I mean.
Oh my God.
It's gonna say the two words. It's time.
Chris
That's
has
it.
no
That's all
limits.
It's almost as bad as Do You Bleed, You Will. It's almost as bad as Do You Bleed.
Now,
You
Josh, I'm gonna tell you, do you bleed? I'll explain that one in a bit.
No, he bleeds Marvel hate. That's what he bleeds.
Raymond, we have a little
I'm just kidding.
inside joke to the "Do you bleed" part that I'll tell you afterwards, because you'll never see Batman v Superman the same.
You won't.
I'll show you. We got to show him that. We'll send him a link to the other episode we did and send him the time. I think it's on my Instagram too. I'll show you if you have
Oh
Instagram.
my God, it's on
Raymond.
your Instagram?
I do.
Okay, here, let's
All
talk
right, yeah.
about
So
Iron
we'll
Man.
get you this after.
All right, I didn't review Iron Man. Let me talk about it. So
Yeah. Hook it up, Josh.
So, first of all, just before I review Iron Man, just a quick Jon Favreau thing is, do you know, this is true, I'm actually being serious. My mom dated Jon Favreau. I'm being serious.
Nah, no way.
No, my mom rode on his motorcycle, and his
Is that
nickname in high school was Sack or something like that. It was Sack or Stack. Because he always played with, like, that sack thing, that happy sack thing, or I don't know what it's called. But my mom dated him in high school, so or was it college? It was one or the other. I can't remember. But
I'm thinking of that freaking Friends episode where Monica dated Favreau, man.
Oh God.
Is that weird?
That's what I thought too. That's what I thought too.
Josh, you need to be real with us. Is your mom Monica from Friends?
Josh, are you...
Courtney Cox? Is your mom Courtney Cox?
What
no,
if...
but could have been John. I could have, like, honestly, right now, I could have been Jon Favreau's kid.
What if you are?
That scientifically, no, that's impossible. But
well,
okay.
Yeah, but it would have been part of me. It would have been half of me.
No, I don't think you understand how this works.
Okay, well, we have souls.
I'm not a science person, so
I don't think. Oh, you need to take a freaking trip back to freaking sex ed, dude, because that's. None of this would work at all.
Can we finish?
It doesn't
Can we
make any
finish this
sense.
show,
Yeah.
please?
Yes. Okay. It doesn't at all.
All right, whatever. Iron Man. Let me talk Iron Man. So, Iron Man is, in my opinion, I think it's a okay movie. I haven't seen it for a while because my problem with Iron Man is not even the movie in general. It's just I don't like the character Iron Man. I've always hated the character Iron Man, like in everything. So, like in the animated series, in the comics, in everything, I've always hated Iron Man. So it's just I'll never like Iron Man. So watching the movie, I just don't cheer for Iron Man.
Real quick question. So I assume you're on Team Cap, right?
Yeah, that's just obvious. Like I just won't cheer for Iron Man, and like
Team Cap for win.
Watching the movie, I'm just not motivated by the characters, so I don't watch the movie and like cheer Iron Man on. I always cheer everyone around, like anyone else. And I don't like Terrence Howard at all, and I don't think Gwyneth Paltrow is that good either in the series. So it's just not my movie. It's not my thing. But I get why everyone else likes it, but it's just not my thing. But the end credit scene is fantastic. So yeah, there's my thoughts on Iron Man.
I'm here to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So I think that'll do it for this show. We'd like to thank Raymond for coming on. Raymond, where can people find you on Twitter?
I don't even remember my @. Hold on.
Psycho Trex. Psycho and then T-Rex.
My @ is Psycho T-Rex. PsychoTrex.
Cool. And then Chris?
Funny Guy Chris, FUNNYGUYCRIS. And it's just like that's my Twitter, my Instagram, my Snapchat. And Trey, I can see you commented on my Instagram right now. I'm gonna look at that in a bit. But that's like if you just type in Funny Guy Chris to anything, and I'm pretty much there. Like I'm just pretty much easy to find.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's it.
Josh?
You guys can find me on Twitter @Joshua7520, and you guys on YouTube, Grandma Josh.
And then you guys can find me on Twitter @TheTrainator. Subscribe to this channel, and peace.